Coach Brent Venables and the Sooners make an interesting offer to a player that's already committed to a school. Let's talk about Daymion Sanford getting an offer from Coach Venables. Coming up here in about 10 seconds. What is good, everybody? It's your boy Jay here with Unfair Sports, talking OU football, college football, and sports in general. Thank you so much for tuning in to the channel. On this video, we're going to talk about Daymion Sanford, who just received an offer from Coach Brent Venables to join the Sooners in the 2023 class. Now, there's a few significant things about this, and so we'll start off with talking about this player. But before we do that, while you're here, jump in the comments. Let me know what you think about the Sooners making an offer to Daymion Sanford, who is a commit to Texas A&M. Now, you all know all the drama that's going on down there, from the losing to players being suspended and all of that jazz. It's fascinating that Venables had decided to offer this particular player who has been committed to Texas A&M for a while. So hop in the comments. Let me know what you think up front. When we get later into the video, I'll tell you why this is truly a big deal and potentially a game changer for the recruiting class this year for the Sooners. So hop in the comments. Let me know what you think. Also, hit the like and subscribe button while you're here. That helps content creators like myself. You know, only way you're going to move up and grow the channel is because of people like you checking out the recruiting news and college football news, as well as share, because sharing is caring. So let's jump into Daymion Sanford and let's explain the significance about Brent Venables giving him a offer. So first and foremost, a couple of things. Now, Daymion is a solid recruit, 4-star consensus. You can take a gander here. It's 4-star consensus across the board with everybody. Measurable wise, he's 6'2", 205. Solid frame. Looks like he can bulk up to the 230, 240 range. He's not a little dude. It just looks like he's built right. Also, especially if you get him in the right weight program, and I think Schmitty can do that, runs track. Runs the 110 meter as well as the 300 meter hurdles. So he can leap while he runs, meaning that, you know, he can kind of, you know, chew and walk at the same time, something I struggle with on a regular basis at my big age. But he also plays football at Peyto High School down there in Katy, Texas. So in the Houston area. If you know that name, you understand the significance, but we'll talk about that in a minute. So besides that, also, some of you may be asking this question, why now? November 3rd is when the offer went through, but why? Why is this the time that the Sooners decide to make this offer? Why not before? Well, so you all saw that Caleb Spencer did decommit from Oklahoma, and he's decided to sign with Miami. It's kind of one of those things that happens until National Signing Day happens, and the players sign on the line, which is dotted for their letters of intent. They're going to move around potentially. And we lost one recruit on the linebacker side. And because of that, it opened up a slot. And so Brent Venables took advantage of that. There's a reason why of that. Let me explain this real quick, and then we'll move on to the next really big deal. So please stick around. You're going to want to hear the other reason why it's significant that Sanford got himself an offer. But remember, Brent Venables has a rule when it comes to commitment and official visits. He tells players, don't commit until you're ready to stay here. Go out, shop, see the world, fulfill all of your desires when it comes to official visits, and then come here if you decided this is the final destination for you. And he does that because it's a two-way street for him and his staff. If you decide to commit to us, we will commit to you, meaning that they have a specific amount of players that they're going to recruit each year to fill the roster for each slot. And they tell the recruits that number and say, if you decide to commit here, we take one of those numbers off and we will only fill the roster with players at that number. We won't put out offers after we filled that number. Well, Caleb Spencer was the last one on that list. And now that he is no longer on there, Oklahoma has decided that they can go ahead and go after other players, which leads to the Sanford offer. Linebacker-wise, Oklahoma's already got 3. So, you know, like I said, Sanford would make the fourth. We've got Lewis Carter. We got Phil Picotti, as well as Samuel Omosiago. That's the three right now. Spencer was the fourth. And so, because that's why that rule's a big deal with Venables, that's why he focuses on that, and that's the reason why he tries to stay true to it. Now, here's the other thing about it. Sanford is best friends with one recruit y'all know, David Hicks. Yeah, this guy. They are very close, and because they're close, it's believed that Sanford is one other reason why David Hicks decided to pick Texas A&M over Oklahoma. And if that's the case, this may open up the door and opportunity for Hicks to flip and come to Oklahoma. Now, when it comes to that, remember, David Hicks already is expected to be on the Sooner campus for Bedlam November 19th with a slew of other players. If the Sooners can get Sanford to join him with all the other recruits that will be there, it's supposed to be a really big recruiting weekend, there's a chance they can flip David Hicks over and get Sanford as well. Because at the time of offering Hicks, there was no spots open, so they could not go after Sanford. Now they can. Coincidence? I think not. I believe it's a strategic move by Brent Venables and staff to go after a player to bring in the other one that they want as well. So I believe they want Sanford. I believe they want Hicks as well, too. Gives you that big defensive lineman you want, a solid linebacker, best friends, makes it more comfortable for them both coming to campus, especially leaving Houston. Can be a big deal. So that is something that's significant about that move. So Coach Venables offering Daymion Sanford himself is truly a big deal. With that, thank you all for tuning in. We'll be talking a lot of recruiting over the next couple of weeks as all the official visits will be slowly wrapping up for the month. Please hit the like and the subscribe button. Join the family. We are pushing towards 2,500 subs. I am so ecstatic that you are willing to listen to me talk about recruiting and college football on a regular basis. Thank you for all the love. Please drop a comment. Let me know what you think now that you've heard the entire story about David Hicks and Daymion Sanford potentially coming to Oklahoma. And do you think that this may work? I believe it may, but we'll see. With that, we'll chop it up in a couple of days. Peace.